Okay. Fantastic performance today. First question has to be, how did you find the changing rooms?
Quality from someone who's been in the previous change rooms is totally different, and it's credit to everyone who's donated, volunteers, obviously the builders who've come in to revamp it to look state of the art. Even the showers, state of the art. So it's like the facilities are there, so all we have to do is come out and play and produce on the pitch. So the change rooms, we can't thank them enough for all the people that have done all the work to make it ready so we can have a day like this today.
So once we got out onto the pitch, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way to Kensington Dragons, but that is as easy a game as we have played against them. I can't remember Jack making a save. Back at the Dog, sun is out, it's a big crowd. Everything went according to plan. We scored within the first 10 minutes. Junia, you got a lovely strike with an orange ball that I will remember for a long time. So I was right behind it, standing over there. Right behind it, standing over there, straight in. Ball came across. Somebody said it was half cleared. I thought Fred got like a nod on it. Talk me through it.
Yeah, so when in the build-up of the play, I was thinking I've got a chance here to get a goal through the back stick. And then obviously the cross came in and I sort of just gambled. And then Fred sort of flicked it on and it all just slowed down. It sort of just slow motion. And I just sort of watched it and I thought, if I can get a clean contact on this and keep it down, I've got a chance of this going in. And I struck it clean and I just saw it going to the top corner and I was buzzing. It's been coming. I feel like I've been feeling like I was going to get a goal, and I told Geoff before I signed I'd get one goal a season. It's normally a good one.
What are we, with 3 games to the end, and you've made good on that promise?
Exactly. So for the occasion, it was nice to get such a good goal, and I'll remember that for the rest of my time.
Okay, so that's the first men's competitive goal back at the old Spotted Dog, and it was a beautiful goal.
Yeah, it was, and when I was on my way here today, I was just thinking I've got a chance to make history, and I'm so glad the boys managed to get the 3 points today, and in good fashion as well. It was really comfortable and confident performance, and especially after last week, we wanted to get back to winning ways, and we wanted to do it the right way, and I'm really proud of the boys today as well.
Brilliant. Okay, we had a chance to make it 2 shortly afterwards. No, got played through. Don't dwell on that. Keeper made a very good save, but they played quite a high line in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half. But there was space in behind for Lewis, for Noah, for Fred to exploit, and that was something that I think we did really, really well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's our patterns which we've done all pretty much the whole season, since pre-season. The fullbacks know in terms of trying to get it forward quickly into our forward, who may obviously be using his hold-up play, and then we have midfield runners going on. And that pattern is so simple that all the players who now come in, into the team, know that's exactly how we want to play. We want to get it down. We don't want to be a Route 1 percentage team, because we've got too many technicians to do that. And it's great to see sort of the likes, as I said, with Lewis, Sully, Fred. These guys want the ball to feet. They want to do their stuff in the final third, and that's what it was today. And as you said, it was comfortable because we planned for this. We planned for it a few weeks back in terms of like how we want to play. We know what they're about. We played them 2 times this season, so this is the 3rd time. So we know what to expect. So again, this is part of why I think we're top. Was we've got players in now who can execute sort of a tactical sort of a game that's needed, and tactical plan that was needed today. You saw when we sat in and then hit them on the counter. We know in terms of using our strengths. And just really competing well. That's what we had to do. And like you said, it was quite comfortable, to be fair. But it's a good performance, and these are title-winning performances. These are get in front and then see out the game, manage the game.
Second goal came from a shot that Fred had that the keeper did incredibly well to tip over. I remember talking to you right at the beginning of the season going, we should score more from corners, and you agree.
Yeah.
And then Briggsy puts one in. Charlie, I think, gets the header on it. And again, that's another thing that has gone right this season.
Yeah, of course. The tactical plan in terms of like set pieces and where to be. We worked on it, pre-season, and we know Briggsy best set piece delivery in the league by far. So it's just a case of having that desire, to want to put your head into it. And Charlie's another one, very good in the air. You see it at the back, so he should be getting more goals. We've got Junia when he's about Jimmy. We've got a lot of guys that are really good in the air, so we should be scoring way more from set pieces, exploiting it well. And we look like we're scoring from a few more set pieces as well.
Yeah.
I think we had a few cleared off the line as well. So it's an aspect of again, planning, execution, training, and implementing that into a game. And that's what the lads have done so well this season.
Yeah, there was a post, there was a disallowed goal for climbing, but yeah, that sort of element seems to be working much better. Second half, Briggs gets a penalty. It's very comfortable if it hadn't been comfortable before, it was certainly comfortable after that kind of point.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a great play from Sully, who came on, gave us a little bit of energy, and I think he's a magician, Sully. I mean, he gets the ball out of positions you don't know where, and he'll keep the ball, and he commits players. Very brave, and that's what we like about Sully. It doesn't matter what type of game or what type of pitch, he wants the ball to feet and he wants to do his stuff. And it was a good play with him. I think it might have been Noah on the side, and Noah again, another penalty, because he's just so much smarter now in terms of he's maturing into his game. And I think in this league you get nothing for being honest. So if you're in a position and you feel something, it is football. You're entitled to. If you haven't got an advantage, to go down, and that's what. I mean, that's another pen, and 3-0 obviously made it a bit more comfortable for us. Because 2-1, it's a bit of a battle up, and it's not a reflection of the game. It gets them back into it, which they don't deserve to. So yeah, clean sheet, another one, which was great to see. And then, like I said, but we just got to finish the job now.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't talk about anything officially, but we've almost ticked all the boxes.
Yeah.
So the promotion depends on the ground grading, which we get to hear about. The championship depends on an unlikely series of results that would change it round. But to all intents and purposes, we have, I'm going to say it, you don't, we have won the league, and we are good enough to go up, and hopefully what you see behind us is good enough for us to make that step up. We got promoted in 18-19, but with a very, very different team. And I think this is something that, and people like Junia are part of this new team, but something that I'd just like to talk to you about. That team was a team of hardened veterans, hardened Essex Senior League veterans. They'd sort of been there, they'd done it, and it was like getting the boys together for one last job, and that worked. This team, it's young, it's got a lot of potential. There's a lot of things, and credit to you for changing that round and bringing that through as well. But just your thoughts on that?
Yeah, totally agree. I feel it's the right blend. It's the right blend, especially when you're playing against teams which are really good. I mean, in Middlesex, you've got a lot of teams like Cricklewood, Shepherd's Bush, a lot of young teams, a lot of energy, a lot of legs. So you do have to have that right balance. You can have a lot of vets in there, but eventually you will get overrun. You can have the brains mature, but football's about running, isn't it? It's about legs and just getting into the right areas. And someone like Noah, for instance, this last sort of section of the season, he's been such an asset to us in terms of being that outlet, being able to turn defenders. Teams like when you're playing against Noah, the back four now know they can't really do what they want to do, as opposed to having a traditional sort of target man which we used to have. So, and I think the potential of the sort of the young players in terms of playing at step 6, because it's a different sort of you're playing on pitches this size, so you do get a lot of space in the wide areas, and I wouldn't want to be a defender playing against Arthur, Sully, Lewis. These guys 1v1, they're going to go past you pretty much. Fred, these guys are real quality. So I think we've definitely got the tools to hurt a lot of teams at step 6. Just got to make sure we've got the right experience and know-how, which a lot of the teams will have above us. Having familiarity with the refereeing and how things are done and stuff. So once we get that side of things, I feel we'll be okay in the league. And once you go up, the first season obviously you want to consolidate. Then as you go on, maybe build, maybe improve the squad, and then maybe the next season obviously see where you are. So that'll be our plan pre-season. We want to get in some good friendlies against teams of step 6 and above. So we need to know if the players are at that level. And this is naturally in football. Some players in the squad now probably won't make it in terms of the step 6 initially, but they'll know what they've got to do if they want to improve. And we'll be fair to everyone come pre-season. The gauntlet's there to you, show you can improve, and we want to keep as much of the squad together as possible.
Okay, so 3 games left for this season.
Yeah.
One of them here. Are you going to enjoy the next one a bit more because, or did you enjoy today? I mean, what was it? What was like?
Embrace that. I said before the game, guys. You need to embrace sort of the crowd, because for some players who haven't played in a crowd in terms of this, which I believe was maybe about 900 or so today, it can be a bit daunting. You might be a bit nervous. You don't want to make a mistake, let down the crowd. But it's a different crowd, you know, when you're playing for Clapton. They will support you no matter what. You know, the drum will be drumming no matter if we were losing 5-6-0. They'll be drumming all the way through. They're there to support you. So embrace it. Use it as, you know, as an impetus to play better, put tackles in, run a bit harder, because they're there for you, you know, and you feed off them, they'll feed off you the same way. So I think a lot of them embrace it today and want more of it, to be fair. You know, a lot of the players who weren't in the squad, a lot of the development team were here today to watch, you know, and they know, okay, this is where I want to play. I want to play in front of a crowd like this. So it's up to them to obviously to step up and improve. So as I said, going forward next season, I think, you know, I'm confident, you know, we had the right sort of experience, you know, and we can do, you know, the corners there, you know, ceiling, there is no ceiling.
Brilliant. There is no ceiling, but there's. I'm going back to the bar. I was going to do a weak ceiling joke. There is a ceiling in the bar. But yeah. Junia, it's a fantastic
Thank you
goal.
so much.
It
It
was really, really
we needed
good
to
goal.
score the first goal,
Yeah,
so that was so important.
It's just so nice. That's a picture I'll have with me for a long
Thank you
time.
so much.
Fullback scoring shows our our philosophy, isn't it?
You're still rolling, are you?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Yeah.